Hello guys, and today I would like to just sit with you guys for like a little bit, like 20 minutes of your time. And I want to talk about a game that a lot of people like, not big in the community, in gaming wise anymore. Not that big in gaming anymore, and I just feel like it should be discussed so much because it is a wonderful and amazing game series, and it's just really funny. So, I feel like if we talk about it, there's a big chance of it coming again. Now, what I would like to talk about, um, now this game, there's only 3 of them. Everybody loves all 3. There's 3 games in the series so far. No, it is not Mass Effect. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't like Mass Effect that much. I only bought it so I can get a suit in a game. The game that we're talking about precisely. The game that I'm talking about would be Dead Space. Because everybody was having second thoughts about Dead Space 3. Now, when Dead Space 1 and 2 came out, they were both really good acclaimed hits. Truly, truly good games in the whole series, including the first one, and the second, and the third. At least what I say, my opinion. I think all 3 were perfect. I did not see any problems with any of the 3 games. Neither did a lot of Dead Space fans. Most of the people that thought it was shit was the people that really just didn't have good thoughts for the whole series. Now, I get why people didn't like Dead Space 3 as much because it wasn't it didn't have the potential as the other 2 did, but that's why I'm here today to talk to you with you guys. Now, a lot of things to talk about in the time that we have for this video. So, let's just go ahead and start with what we're saying about why people have different thoughts about this game series. The first thought, okay, number 1, right? Number 1, Dead Space 1 was the first one in the whole series. It was the best in the whole series. Everybody thought that Dead Space 1 was incredibly awesome, amazing, no problems whatsoever, and just plain old fact that it just was the best one, and it still technically is the best Dead Space. It is the best Dead Space. But that doesn't mean that the 2 and 3 were shit. Everybody thinks that 3 was shit just because of how the performance was. No, not really. The performance for 3 wasn't even that bad, in my opinion. A lot of other people's opinion would be it was just really horrible, not well made, not horrible, but it wasn't great for people. To me, I didn't have any problems with it. But for a lot of people, they saw it as a game with no horrible, not horrible, but no horrific scenes. There wasn't anything scary compared to Dead Space 1 and 2 in 3. I mean, when you put a game in a snowy area, I'll agree on that. It's definitely scary when it's in snow. But when it's on a ship with very little people and very little resources to go at, and plus dim lighting, the ship's breaking, creepy ass little infected things that don't even make sense at all. I guess it makes sense, but you don't have to hate on Dead Space 3 just because it wasn't like the first 2. I don't hate 3 at all. I think 3 is really good. Do I think it beats 1 and 2? No, I don't think it beats 1 and 2. But I think that all 3 had really nice potential. I just feel like 3 lost a lot of the potential that it could have had against 1 and 2 with the particular reasons of why 1 and 2 was so much better of a success in units sold wise and in just general. With Dead Space 1 and 2 sold way more copies in units than, Dead Space 3. Dead Space 3 didn't even do that good. People literally did not like 3 at all. People really hated 3. Not sure why. People have their reasons. But at the same time, you have to think, why do I hate this game? There's multiple reasons why you'd hate a game. Not just because it sucks, not because it's just not how you wanted it to be. Multiple different reasons. And for one, the only thing I didn't like about 3 was the fact it wasn't scary enough. And now, I'm not good with scary games. I'm not a pussy. I'll play them. But I don't want to play them like just for good old time's sake. I don't want to play them just to prove people around. But still, when Dead Space 3 came out, a lot of people were really negative toward the fact of it coming out, and a lot of people just were like, when it first came out, people thought it was gonna be a good Dead Space, and when it first came out and I tried the demo, I actually thought it could be really good. Not better than 1 and 2. Nothing beats the first. But nothing hurts to even attempt. Now, when you try to make a game just like the first one, no matter what, movie, game, book, no matter what genre of anything that entertains you, all entertainment sequels are not better than the first. Any game sequel will not be better than the first. Any movie sequel won't be better than the first. Any book. Book-wise, maybe, because some books may get your attention, and you really want to see the sequel, and you really think it did more. You might think it did better than the first. That is awesome. But when it comes to gamers, and gamers alike in the gaming community of Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, it's a bit different. Now, let's say Dead Space 4 came out and it was amazing. You can't say it's better than Dead Space 2, 1, or 3, because you need 1, 2, and 3 to even make 4. You can't just say 4 is better than all the other ones, because you needed the first 3 to make the 4th. People think 3 sucks mainly just because of no horror at all, or just the fact that people don't think it's good. People think the story was stupid. People think the concept of what even took place was stupid. And I'm going to be honest, on a few of those, I kind of agree. But mainly, there's tons of Dead Space fans out there wanting Dead Space 2. And, when people want a sequel, you're not just, now let's just give an example. Let's give an example of the PC gaming community. A lot of people, think, when a brand new game comes out for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, the PC gaming community is going to think that it's better on PC just because they're playing on PC. I would agree. I'm going to go ahead and agree with that because I'm a big PC gamer. You know this. But, just because it comes out for all consoles doesn't mean it's going to be the best on just one. For example, Black Ops 3, it has devoted DLC to PS4 first. Unlike the other Call of Duties in the past that have always had Xbox get the DLC first. Things change. The gaming community kind of needs to get over it. Now, for example, Let me give you quite an example, okay? Let's take, let's take Black Ops for an example. Black Ops 1 and 2 got DLC first on Xbox. And that made everybody believe that it was better on Xbox and it was just no point in buying it for PC or PS3 just because Xbox basically got everything first. That's not what you should be reacting to. Just because it just means that Treyarch got a partner. And, you need to deal with it. But, back to Dead Space, DLC came out for all. And people still think it's, the worst. I wouldn't know. I don't understand why you think that. But that is mainly the point of view of Dead Space. And mainly Dead Space 3. Now to wrap this session up, to this part, basically people, if you just haven't been listening, which, if you don't want to listen, then just leave the video. If you actually want to hear this, I would stay. But now, I guess we can head to the next part and the next topic that I'd like to talk about. Now, I want to talk about the quality of each Dead Space sequel, except for the first. We've already discussed the first. But I'll go ahead and discuss it anyway. Let's just start off with, let's explain the story of the whole series, okay? So, basically, the story of, we're gonna go through the story of each game. The story of Dead Space 1. An engineer named Isaac Clarke, he gets recruited to fix a command ship in space. Well, basically to fix the satellite, the communication comms, to communicate back and forth between Earth and the ship. When he gets recruited to go aboard the ship, the ship is actually called, Clarke basically gets recruited onto a ship called the Ishimura. And basically, after that, once he's aboard, he learns that the whole entire crew of the ship has been infected and reanimated and turned into necromorphs by these big statues called markers that reanimate the dead into necromorphs, which are terrifying creatures, and terrify and haunt Isaac as Isaac plans and tries to escape the ship, as well as preparing it on what he needs to do. But spoilers, he ends up blowing up the ship at the very end and escaping. And then on to Dead Space 2, Isaac awakens in a ship. I forget what the ship name is, I really do. I'm sorry. He wakes up, and he's in a straitjacket, trying to find just something, and just basically anything to keep him alive long enough to where he can do what he needs to do to survive what he needs. Later, to find a girl that he likes, and once she gets infected by the necromorphs, he starts having dreams. And the markers, he basically, the government finds out about what he did. He destroyed, after destroying a marker in Dead Space 1, the government finds out, and they need him, and they do some brain surgery on him, and they implant the markers, and then he, Isaac Clarke, can basically talk to the markers and read the encryptions on walls written in marker language. So so he can read peripherals of the walls that contain marker language and coding on it to decode it. Hint in Dead Space 2 and 3. And then the marker, which fucks up his head, and he faces his inner demons, basically, talks to him and makes him see dead visions of his girlfriend turned into, like, you know, a necromorph and, you know, all that sort of stuff. So he eventually escapes with another girl that he meets, Ellie, getting her eyeball cut out. Now, Ellie is his favorite crush. Like, that's just his girl. And then they escape, right? And then he kills another marker. He kills a few more. And by that time, about, I don't know, a few months later, there's Dead Space 3. It's 3, several months after taking place after Dead Space 2, game opens with Isaac in his new apartment, in his new life, trying to get away from the old, as a SCAF and military government, basically like military grade. I come to Isaac's apartment, and they recruit him to go to a planet. They recruit him. Basically, at first, it's to help them rescue Ellie. The main dude, Robert, the dude that likes Ellie and is dating Ellie, wants to get her back, along with your partner, John Carver, your co-op partner, and the other badass. Team up to find Ellie, but once you find Ellie, you find codings that read about the marker signal, which, if you don't know what that is, the marker signal is the homeworld, basically, to the markers. And if they destroy the marker homeworld, basically, 1, no more Dead Space. 2, the whole universe is saved from necromorphs. They'll never be made again. No more markers. And everybody will be safe finally. But lucky Isaac Clarke and John Carver get to head to Tal Volantis, the Arctic new hostile environment, which will be and is the only area in the game you mostly play in, besides the actual alien abduction bullcrap type shit. I mean, I'm not sure what it exactly is, but I mean, yeah, that's mainly what you do. Then, once you get to the Tal Volantis, crash landed, the whole plane split in half. Then it's back to finding Ellie and the research team again. And once you find the research team, Isaac and Robert start to get in a feud and stuff, and all crazy stuff goes down. And by that point, Carver has started to go insane, just like Isaac did in the first 2 games, facing his demons, going inside of his own head, mind, defeating all of the weird little bloody baby things. I'm not sure what they're called, but they're pretty creepy. They're in Dead Space 3 from 2. And by that point, they've both basically gone insane. Carver has more than Isaac. And then by that point, they finally reach the marker home planet thing. Until luckily do they know that Tal Volantis isn't actually the homeworld. It's the moon. Markers have been sent everywhere, including Earth. Now, if you don't know much, the whole plot is to protect Earth from getting attacked by markers and necromorphs. But luckily, well, not really luckily, only do Earth know, Isaac doesn't know, and nobody knows that Earth has already had a few markers hit. So necromorphs are already on Earth. attacking. There's no one to stop them because, you know, Isaac Clarke's the only good one there is. So basically, back to the actual thing, the moon is actually the home world. If they destroy the moon, they might have a big possible chance of stopping the spreadation of the markers. But, spoilers, after they defeat one of the moons, they learn that there's multiple moons surrounding Earth, and it's going to take a lot more to destroy than just one moon to save Earth forever and recover the youth of what Earth used to be and what the galaxy and universe used to be. So, Isaac and Carver, about to die, they use their final wish, destroy the moon, and then that's it. And now we're waiting on Dead Space 4. Now, what I was always confused about on the series was like what the moon stuff was about. If that actually confuses you, basically the moon, just the regular moon like in our solar system, got hit by markers. Tau Volantis was a planet that got infected and taken over by the markers. Basically it was built. The markers literally were floating in space, I think. Well, basically the whole infection started with the Ishimura. Just a really bad infection. I mean, they built markers, basically. Like, this marker was found in Mexico, in a hole in the water, deep, deep underground. And they took it out and sent it into space to get rid of it. Luckily, when it got sent into space, well, not luckily at all, it spread, formed Tau Volantis, a regular planet, and spread all the way to the Ishimura. After Isaac goes to the Ishimura to fix it, and not known as Mechamorphs, by that time, everybody, well, not everybody, they decided to freeze Tau Volantis to kill off the infection. They thought freezing it would kill off the spreading. Luckily, it did for a while. And then now, we're waiting for another sequel. Say, before we get into the final deciphering and discussion of this, I want to say thank you for sticking around this long for the video. I have included some Dead Space, gameplay for you in the background so you don't get bored. Hope you like the intro to the video. That's a Dead Space 4 intro. But now let's get into the big topic about Dead Space 4. What we want, what's probably going to happen, what's not going to happen, and what is guaranteed. First, let's talk about what we want to happen and what we don't want to happen. A lot of people want Dead Space 4 to be as good as the first one. Again, a lot of Dead Space fans, including me, I agree, want Dead Space 4 to be a really good redemption from 3 and 2, because Dead Space 1 was best. 2 is really good, 3 was amazingly good too. But people want 4 to be as good as all 3 combined and be the ultimate Dead Space. It's never going to beat the first one, second, or third. I mean, to other people, it probably will beat third, just because people don't like it that much for some reason. But that's the main thing. One, people really want Isaac, because people really don't know about what happened to Isaac and Carver at the end of Awakening. Because if you didn't know, they didn't die at the end of the regular game, because they're in Awakening. Because at the end of Dead Space 3, spoilers, like I said earlier, spoilers for this part too. Well, I'm actually not gonna spoil it, so actually no spoilers, but they don't die. It seems like they do, but they don't. They survive, they go back to the Koning Tower to get one of the parts to go back to Earth. They've dealt with it for long enough in space that they need to finally go back to Earth and deal with it. So in Dead Space 4, we could see Isaac and Carver teaming up once again to go to Earth, save everybody. Like, that's kind of what needs to happen. And might be the final part of the Dead Space series. You never know. There could be no more
We're freezing. Hurry your ass
Dead
up.
Space after Dead Space 4. It's possible. I mean, if there is no more Dead Space after Dead Space 4, then Dead Space 4 will be it. Now, for what I want, I'm going to say I want Isaac Clarke back. I want Isaac and Carver to be back in the co-op mode, or just have Isaac in single player with the plasma cutter or the iron to iron if you've been catching up with my Dead Space co-op series, and if you haven't, please go check that out. It's really amazingly funny. And if you haven't already, leave a like on that series, because it was fun, and it took some time to do. So I had to argue with a few people to help me make it. So that's mainly all I want, with Isaac and him back, and Carver. I would want an open world Dead Space, kind of like Wiki and Fallout. Like, you can do whatever you want. You can just go around killing people, collecting stuff. Just go back to your house or something. Do it. It's open world. Do what you want while following campaign. And then after you beat Dead Space 4, it unlocks tons of side missions that lets you explore more of the space or Earth. Going back to space and Earth at the same time would be pretty fun. Like taking a rocket to space and then doing side missions there. Going back to Earth and doing some side missions there. While also having suits from Dead Space 3. That's another thing. So, suits that I would want to return would probably be the N7 suit. At least the N7 and the engineering. If any, at least engineering. Bring back the engineering suit from Dead Space 1. Come on. We need the engineering suit. The only returning suit I would like to see would be the engineering and the EVA at least. At least those two. The returning weapons, plasma cutter, maybe the iron to iron as an achievement. Like an Easter egg. You know, you craft it and you get a little achievement for it. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I'm like probably the biggest Dead Space fan there is. Like, I'm a big ass fan of the series. Like, really big. I mean, big is big. I would like to see Carver back with some cool suits. Give Carver an engineering suit that's red. Now, for like game-wise, I don't want it being the final sequel. I think after Dead Space 4, they could make like a spin-off that like it takes place during 1, 2, and 3, but it's on Earth. So you fight as like one of the people that Carver works for, and Robert, and you can like explore and see what Earth was like during like while Isaac is in Arctic area. On 3, you would be on Earth at the same time. See what they would do. Or they could just continue it with Dead Space 5 in a new infection to where it spread to multiple different planets. Where like Earth was corrupted and almost every part of Earth was bad now. To where it's really not fixable. So what they have to do is go back to space and get all the moons and then like combine them and like do something to fix Earth or something. I don't know. But like, I would like it for PS4, Xbox, and PC, because I'm not a douchebag. I would want all consoles. Pre-order bonus, I would probably just put a pre-order bonus as like a suit and a gun. Like, I don't know. You get the N7 suit if you pre-order and then like you can just buy the N7 suit like a week after or something for Carver and Isaac. Or, you know, hostile environment or the EVA. You never know. It could be anything. But, I mean, for Dead Space 4, I mean, come on. It's something that should happen. I mean, to be honest, if it didn't happen, I would probably be very disappointed. Because I like Dead Space. And Dead Space is a really big game series. Not anymore, at least. Because of, you know, it being dead since 2013. Well, at least 14. Because, like, I know a lot of streamers that were playing Dead Space 1 and 2 and last, like, week. So you can't call it necessarily dead. But you can't call it necessarily still alive either. I mean, you can call space dead. Not funny. But, I mean, you know, anything is possible with EA and Visceral Games. Visceral Games has never let us down with that space. Except maybe 3 a little bit with the horror. Well, then it wasn't too scary. But it was really fun to play. I played it when it came out. I played 2 and 1. You bet your ass I did. But I would play 4. And having co-op again would be just better. One big and just a little extra piece. They need to add multiplayer. Multiplayer is a saint anymore. Right? Doom's coming out in May, which I'm going to be recording, pre-order, and live streaming as well. Maybe not on PC, but probably PS4. Because it's going to be a while for the PC completely fixed. As much as it sucks, PC might be dead for a little bit longer. But there will be PS4 gameplay and some live streams. Live streams is what I'm happy about. Maybe I can do some face cams, finally, and face reveal things. So, yeah, guys, let me know what you think about Dead Space 4 in the comments below. I'd love to hear your people's thoughts. You are my true friends. I love all of you guys, all 53 or 4 of you. If you haven't already, subscribe for more. I really want to get to 100 subscriber goal. It would mean a lot to me. Being on YouTube is like my dream to get a little bit popular. And I don't really care about a million. I just want to know that I can actually achieve like this. I love YouTube. It's what I really want to do. If you guys want me to do anything as in video wise, just let me know in the comments. I mean, I'm here to entertain you guys and do what you want. If you want, like, vlogs, I'll do vlogs. If you want more game footage, I can do that. More pop videos, I can do anything you want. Face cams, maybe. A face reveal. That'll be at least 100 subscriber goal. Or 100,000. Maybe when I get 100,000 I get that YouTube award, you can see my face lighten up like a goddamn star. Alright, so yeah guys, if you haven't already subscribed, it helps me. I'd dearly love it if you would. Leave a like. If we can get a 5 likes, I would appreciate it. At least 5. 5 or 10, it'd make my day. I've been going through a lot of stuff lately, so you guys help me. Even though there ain't many of you that really care or even are active, it still makes me happy to know there's at least a lot of you that care. So yeah guys, hope you like this video. I've got a Titanfall video coming out to, I think, not tomorrow, but maybe Friday or Saturday, about similar to this. And then I have a Doom coming out, I think, Monday or the same day as the Titanfall. And more parts of the Dead Space will be coming out. The end of the series is almost near with the co-op. There ain't much left to do with it. We might end up doing some more Titanfall videos if you'd like that with Wolf, and maybe we could do that, or just by myself if you like me. But I can do Black Ops 2, Far Cry 4 with Edgy, and it don't matter. We'll discuss that later. I hope you guys had a fun time watching this video. If you made it to the very end, thank you. It means a lot that you actually sat here for like this long to watch a video. It means a lot to me that you'd actually stick around. So yeah, guys, subscribe. It helps me dearly. It brightens my day. Like. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.